Hey, sometimes people don't want to deal with you, and you have to accept it. I mean, it's not a time to do something crazy to them to sabotage their vehicle or damage their homes or pollute their social media racket or try to interfere with their finances or create incarceration paths or cemetery plots or anything to damage them in the minds of other people, polluting their situation. Sometimes people just don't want to deal with you, and you have to accept that. I don't understand why it's so trivial and controversial, and people want to let their emotions and stuff leak all out into society and cry and run to their brothers and run to their sisters and their mamas. They can't find their fathers, so they can't tell him. But running to relatives and now you want to call the police department every time something happens and you know and that's people don't want you and they're doing it in nonverbal ways because they're cowards. You know, it's rare that you would run into anybody that would say, "Hey, you know what? Listen, I don't trust you, and I don't want to spend any time or have a relationship with you." It's rare that you meet anybody that would be bold enough to do that, and then that person expected to turn around and walk away as if that person you just unloaded that information on won't unload an automatic weapon on you or won't unload one of those plots that I talked about before and beyond. So it's a cutthroat world full of cutthroat people. But I do wish if I was able to close my I do I do wish that you suckers I do wish that you suckers was able to accept the truth and move forward when somebody don't want you. Now I sent that up in a prayer. I don't know if that'll be answered or not. Maybe it will be for me because that might be the therapy or the message that is for me. So if that's not applying to you, then you continue being the super strong person that you are. So I'll follow my own techniques, guard my heart, and keep looking at the fact that relationships don't work because it would take two amazing, powerful giants to make a process go forward. Two skilled and talented people who can, like the way a ladder is built, use each other's back as a stepping stone. One person steps on one person's back, up. That person climbs on top, up. And then you step on that person's back, up. And now you're moving up, up, up. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be strong enough to endure. So you got to eat your spinach like Popeye and be strong enough to be able to withstand it. So now you're talking about what? Working out, me being in shape, me doing that above the 8 hour job that I work that I sit down all day and do nothing on. Yeah, you know, I got to go home and cook. My knees hurt and my back hurt and all this type of stuff. And people getting old. And when life is moving at the speed of light, how long has it been since you graduated from high school? I told even Steven, one of my young superstar basketball point guard players at the University of Euclid High School at this point. I wish you go all the way to the pros, baby, all the way to the NBA. You got what it takes. Um, you know, definitely. So I'm telling you, and I'm telling everybody else that you gotta have willpower. You gotta have strength to endure any kind of negative feedback that you can receive. And if somebody don't want to be involved in your progression, you have to accept that and move on. Don't cause them to become a casualty other than inside of your phone. Delete people's phone numbers. Delete their contacts from social media. Don't engage them in any negative dialogue or anything like that. So I just want to say this to people again. You know, have a great day. Be powerful and be blessed to God. Oh, to my boy Isaac, I got to give a shout out because he's the one who came up with the concept of I don't trust you. I broke it down to 3 words and said, don't trust you. And that would be something that I would apply just like relationships don't work. So I'm like a 3-word guy, except for when it comes to sharing. I guess since there's usually 3 or more people involved, I guess that's where the words come from. So y'all stay as positive as y'all can. Use this video for motivation if possible, or use it for tomfoolery to make me look ridiculous. But everything that I'm saying can either be a joke on me or a joke on you. But hopefully when we're laughing together in harmony, and nobody has to get hurt in the process. How about that?